right, well, what a difference 1 year makes, and our live guest today certainly is proof of that. Join me in welcoming former NBA player Scot Pollard, who lives here in Central Indiana, former Pacer, many other organizations that you played with. Thanks for being here. 1 year ago today, you were in the hospital with a heart transplant. What a journey.
Yeah, yesterday to be exact, but
Yes.
Who's counting, right?
Yes, well, you are. So it was February 16th. It was kind of touch and go leading up to that, and then I know there was, the recovery afterwards had some ups and downs. How are you feeling?
I am so great now in comparison. I'm never going to be normal again. I traded one chronic condition for another, so I'm never going to have just that lifestyle where I'm not thinking about, oh, can I eat that? Oh, where are my drugs? Because I have to take those every 12 hours. Little things like that, which I was an athlete, so discipline isn't that hard for me to just remember things like that and make sure that I'm taking care of my body and doing the right things. So I can do all that and stay within the framework, and I still listen to my body. There's days where I can't leave the house. But it's okay because most of the time I can, and before the transplant I couldn't leave the house very much. Certainly couldn't have talked this long without catching my breath and keeping the same thought in my head. I was really in a brain fog there for years because of the heart failure, and the reason I knew is when they pulled the tube out after transplant, they pulled the tube out, I sang a dumb song and my wife was like, he's back.
Oh boy. and you're back, and this whole life, it's like a new life, a new chance, a second life is all possible because of your donor. I understand that you've been able to learn a little bit about Casey. Tell me about him, his circumstance, and how do you express the gratitude for that?
You can't. Obviously, it's my life. I can't repay him. But he was, they think he might have been a donor. We've been in touch with his family, but they just knew when they were contacted about it, they knew there was no way to save him. He had been in the hospital, in and out of the hospital. There he is right there, my hero. And his family made the decision for him, his wife and his sister. They have now a 13-year-old son named William, and we're actually flying down to meet them next month in person. We were trying to go in January and it just didn't work out because I had to get down to Nashville for a test and I didn't want to get sick just in case right before flying. There's a lot of germs out there. So it's tough for me to fly and be safe. And I've got my 1 year appointments coming up next week, so we're driving to that. And but yeah, we're gonna try to make it down there in March and meet the family and just give them our gratitude. We've been in touch. We've called them on his birthday. It would have been his 46th birthday in November. His wife is grieving, obviously, his son, they're all grieving, but they love the updates that I'm doing well. Right. Because his heart is keeping me alive, and so therefore there's a little bit of Casey alive. A lot of Casey is alive and still going, and so the best thing I can do is give back and help other people with what I've got left.
Yeah, that's so awesome. And I know one of the big things that was making it difficult for you to find a match is that you're 6'11", 300 pounds, and so you needed a big guy. So thank you, Casey. You got this Pearls of Life t-shirt on. It's one way that you're giving back. Tell us about what Pearls of Life is and how we can get involved.
So my wife and a friend of ours named Dave Sider, he's a local attorney. Don't hold that against him. They created this charity to educate people about organ donation, tell this story about how I'm here because of that. I am just a voluntary spokesman. All my appearances from before and now are very different. I'm not getting any money. Everything I ask people to just donate to the charity. The Pacers just did. There was a company in San Diego that just donated a bunch of money for me to go out there and speak on a panel. So they created Pearls of Life so that we could help other people sign up. It's shockingly low numbers everywhere in the country and different demographics. And when you look at it, it's like, why not? Why would you not? And be a hero. Nobody knows when it's going to happen. And if it's going to happen early, tragedy does happen in life. Accidents happen, things happen, and so why not be a hero to many people? And so with that, we're having a launch party for the charity at Lucas Oil Mansion in the estate in Carmel. And it's on March 22nd. The website is pearlsoflife.org. You can go there and buy tickets. You can become a sponsor. I'm putting them on the clock right now. I've been talking to the Pacers and St. Vincent's. You better respond because I'm putting them on the clock. So hopefully that they'll be in there and sponsoring. We've got live music and great food by Prime 47. And just please come help support a great cause, and you'll have fun. You're going to hear me speak. Dr. Chowdhury, who's my cardiologist at St. Vincent's, is going to be speaking. He's on the board as well. Don Pollard is going to speak. Everybody loves hearing her speak.
And we want you there. So join us on March 22nd at Lucas Estate. Information online. We'll be right back.